Hi, I'm Andrew Abrahamson, although most people know me as Andrew AB. I started photography 10 years ago. I got my first DSLR 10 years ago of entry-level 400D Canon and just spent every day with it for a year. Had no previous sort of input into sort of camera photography. I didn't think that it was something I wanted to do. I just fell into it and just realized once I started playing with the camera that I really enjoyed it, and it was something that I was actually quite good at. So at university I studied Latin American studies, completely away from photography, and it was only after I finished my studies I fell into photography. I use the Canon 5D Mark III and Mark IV to shoot with. I don't subscribe to this Canon versus Nikon thing, it's just what I'm used to. I love shooting lots of different things. I love photography in general. If there was one thing I could shoot forever is performance. I love theatre, I love dance and music, but it's not just the performances. I love the audience as well, and I love photographing people. Before I went full-time freelancer, I was working a full-time job, spending every single evening, weekend and holiday I could building up my business. I really nearly burnt myself out. I did not take time off. I guess the other big problem that I had was all my life after leaving university I had a wage job, and that meant that on the 28th of every month I got paid. And I knew that as soon as I went full-time freelance that wouldn't happen, but I didn't know that. And so when it came to like the first month, I was like, I have no work. You can look at your diary a month on and a month away and go, I've got no work for next month. I've got one thing for next month. And it can be really scary. But then as you get closer and closer, more work just suddenly appears and people book you in last minute and all the rest. I got no work in January. I think I worked one job in January. February was the same. I got nothing in February. This is 2015. I was so close to quitting. I was like, this is it. It's the end of my career. And then March, things started picking up again. And I realized, of course, well, no one hires photographers in January and February. It's a quiet time. I came to Liverpool in 2001 to study, and I loved it, fell in love with the city straight away. I kind of meant to leave when I finished my degree, but I got offered a job straight away, which turned into sort of 2 years and 3 years. And eventually, I'd sort of established myself not only in terms of my friends and family, but also in terms of career. And as a photographer, I've got a very strong network of people who know me and my work here. So to move away from that, even if I wanted to, would be very difficult. But Liverpool is a city I love.